welcome back to my channel. So in front of me we have the Toronto collection. You'll see I've already got 3 popped. That is because Tiffany 01 comes from the Palm Beach collection as well as the Toronto collection. The Pistachio Paradise comes from the Pastel collection, and Pearl we've just popped in the last video. So just be careful because it has come through with a collection but not a collection name. So these 3 have already been popped. So this one is Tiffany 1, and this has got the armour top coat already applied to it. All of these have. So that's a beautiful, it's like a cornflower blue. The Pistachio Paradise one is a lovely, it is a pistachio green. So you can't, let me see if I can turn that off. Turn that off. Try and get you the right colour. So it is as close to that. These are on other videos within the collection of videos I've got. Also, if you hop over onto my Facebook, you'll see pictures as well as the pictures that are on this channel as well. So you got Pearl, which we've just popped now. So on this one, we've only got Smoke 2 and Smoke 1 to pop. So we'll get on with that now and we'll move these away. So when you're ordering your products, you're going to be going through these gels and you're going to be like, oh yeah. Oh, I'll have that collection as well. Just check that. That's a nice smooth grey. Nice light grey. Let's see if I turn that off. Is that better? Looks a little bit darker. So just check that you're not buying double to fill the full collection. So this is just a thin layer and I'm just dragging the product down. You don't need a lot on here and it's actually given a really good coverage. So these are self-leveling gels, as gels are, but these just level so much quicker than other gels I've worked with. I just took the top off that by touching it. Because I did have a little boo-boo in one of the first videos I was doing, and one of the darker colours hadn't cured for the 30 seconds in a 48 watt LED lamp. Oh, that's a nice, like a graphite. And I just wanted to see if I could just like pop a second coat on it. Even though I would never dream of doing that on a client, I did it anyway, just out of curiosity's sake. The second coat just completely self-leveled the whole thing out, and it didn't even look like I'd made a boo-boo at all, just that I knew I'd made a boo-boo. So this is Smoke 1, which is a nice grey. I'm just popping the second coat on, and I'll pop that into the lamp to cure. So as you can see, you can just see it self-leveling right in front of you. It's really nice to watch. So as I say, this is the Toronto range. Oh, let me fasten that. And we'll go on to Smoke 2. I think I'll pop this over a white for you as well. Even though it's doing a good job of covering this clear tip, it'll just give you another dimension to it by putting it on the white. So as you can see, there's a nice sparkle to that. And it's got quite a good coverage for a clear tip. And so this one is the Cured Smoke 1. It's really pretty. Oops. I pop that over there. So I'm just going to pull Pearl off. Sorry, Pearl. And grab a white tip. let's go back in with smoke 2 again. Oops. As you see, there's not a lot of gel on the brush, because when I had it the wrong way round, then you sort of hardly had anything on it. So that's good for when you're coming to do some designs that just require like a smidgen of gel, just as part of your pattern. You'll see that you can just pick up and wipe it off, and you're just going to get those little effects on. So we'll pop that in and cure that one. So that's it on the clear tip. There's some lovely sparkle going through that. GellifiQue have done an absolutely marvellous job with these gels. I've got absolutely no complaints at all, except maybe finding the doubles, but you know, you live and you learn, don't you? Let's just move that out of the way. Right, so that's the first coat of smoke 2. So another thin coat. If you wanted it more depth and colour, you could go on with a 3rd coat, but I wouldn't be doing thick coats, so you make sure that they're all cured on each level. And just make sure that you cap each application, so then you're not going to get any lifting. The product's not going to fail on your clients. So right, so the ones that we've got here, smoke 1 and smoke 2. Then we've got pearl hiding, drop dead off there, pistachio and Tiffany 01, and this is the Toronto range. So there's pearl, right, and then that's smoke 2. So you see there is a wee bit of difference between putting it on. See, these are very, very thin coats, so you can still see the white. So you'd need a 3rd coat on there, and that would need a 3rd coat if I was doing it for depth on the clear. So definitely make sure you've got the right coverage and depth of colour that you want, because some of them you are putting them on so thin, you can just pop that extra layer on and it's not going to do it any harm. So I'm just going to top coat these, and then I'll show you the final look. I've decided before I finish top coating them, I am going to go in with a 3rd coat of smoke 2 onto the white tip, because these tips are not great. They're only cheap tips I've had in from training years ago, but I just want that little bit of extra depth for you to see on the photographs at the end. So there, I'm happier with that. So they're going to go in the lamp. The top coat cures in 60 seconds in an LED lamp and 120 seconds in a UV lamp. Just make sure that your lamps are 48 watts. If they're a different wattage, then just play around with your timings until you've got the cure time correct for your lamp. If you're finding they're taking ages and ages, and you've been using your lamp for a while, you probably need new bulbs in your lamp. They're recommended around about 8 to 12 months on changing your bulbs, but that is going to depend on your use. Some get hammered, some don't get hammered. So just keep an eye on your curing times, and then your clients are going to go out happy and you're not going to have any mishaps. So I'm going to cure these, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the final product. So we'll back out the lamp. So we've got smoke 2. I did put the 3rd coat on, as I said before. I just felt it needed it. So that's your smoke 2. That's a lovely black. Well, it's a charcoal black. And then we've got smoke 1. which is a nice pale grey. See if I take that off. There you go. Nice pale grey. And then we have Pearl. She's hiding. There's Pearl. She's lovely and sparkly. You see all the sparkles there. And then we have Pistachio Paradise. That also is in the pastel collection. And we have Tiffany 01. That is in the Palm Beach collection. So thank you very much for joining me on this quick little video. If you like what you're seeing or you want to see any more of the GellifiQue range, check out my other videos. Drop a comment, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and you'll be notified when the next one comes up. We won't just be popping colours, we will be going on and doing some very simple nail art and gem placements. So it's not for professional nail artists out there because they're professionals. I'm not, I'm just showing you little simple nail arts, all with the GellifiQue range. We will also be looking at the acrylic gel that GellifiQue have within their range, which is all HEMA free too. So I will see you in the next video, and thank you for joining me on this journey.